Hello, welcome to Beacon of Truth Tarot. My name is Laurel. This is going to be a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody who has Libra strongly in their chart. If you're interested in entering to win a free 50-minute personal reading from me, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below. Okay, having said that, today I'm using the Tarot of the Spirit by Pamela and Joyce Eakins, in case you want to find the deck. And so what do we have for Libra? Libra. Starting out, Libra, we have the Two of Wind, the Crossing in reverse, Judgment, which is called Resurrection in this deck, and the Seven of Water, Insight in reverse. Okay, so you're coming out of a time of decision making, like you've decided. You've decided something that is a major transformational point in your life. This is resurrection. This is taking the past and the future, bringing them together. It's bringing together the higher and lower. It's transmuting energies. It's taking two and making it into one, because now you understand both sides of the polarity. In your position of your interior position, you've got the Seven of Water, Insight in reverse. Now this would normally be the Seven of Cups, which is the choices card, and it does speak to choices, but Insight speaks more to having other choices because you see more, because you feel more, because you understand more. You have this in reverse. It tells me that there's still some confusion going on because you're not seeing the whole picture. With Resurrection, Judgment, upright, Seven of Water, Insight in reverse, you haven't quite, you're missing something in this understanding, okay? There's some missing piece. Okay, so in your world, you've got the Eight of Earth, the Mountain in reverse, and Five of Water spilling in reverse. Now this is in the position of you. This is actually you, the Eight of Earth, the Mountain in reverse. Upright, this has to do with the steps we have to climb to make it to our goal. In reverse, it's not wanting to go that direction anymore. It's wanting to change something up. Okay, so having that with this resurrection, with the Seven of Water, Insight in reverse, it feels like, excuse me, possibly giving up when you're on the last lap. Like there's something you've been doing for a long time. There's a missing piece that you don't have and you don't want to go after it. You're like, I'm exhausted. This is not exhausted. You don't want to go that path anymore. Perhaps that is the reconciling of these two things, because this Judgment card is upright. So with this Five of Water in reverse, Five of Water is the Regrets card. You have it in reverse. There's something you've realized that you just need to let go of. It's like, let bygones be bygones. Ooh. Libra, I think it is this dropping, like you know something, there's something that you can't get closure on, and I think you've realized you're not going to get closure on it. I think that's what you've realized here with the Two of Wind. It's through dropping this past thing that you've held on to, that you've really put a lot of work into, that you are reaching this accumulation point. The other that you're dealing with, you've got the Emperor, and One of Fire, Force. Okay, now this is in the position of other that you're dealing with. You could be dealing with an Aries. The Emperor is usually Aries to most people. I actually read the Emperor as Capricorn. So you might be dealing with either a Capricorn or an Aries, or else somebody who's just very controlling around you. This person is incredibly strong. They're very persuasive. This feels more persuasive than controlling. They feel powerful. And I feel a positive pull towards them from you. Like you like this person. It's interesting because usually in this position, this would come out and I would feel a very controlling person around you. And maybe that's true, but that's not what I'm feeling. What I'm feeling is like this is a helper. That's interesting. There's a very strong, powerful person around you who wants to help you. Okay, so what you've done with that, you've got the Empress in reverse. Now you have the Emperor and the Empress. Brother Water and the Moon in reverse. Okay, with the Empress in reverse combined with Brother Water, this looks to me like you've gone into your emotional body more than your mental body. There was something about this Emperor and Empress when the Empress in reverse came out, that this person is an expert more than you. Either that or they're overpowering. I still feel like this... Okay, I feel like this person is overbearing, that's the word, overbearing, but that they actually do have good intentions and they do actually know how to, there's something here that they know about the earth realm that you don't quite get, because you are in the Brother Water. You are in your feminine, emotional, watery nature, standing in your power in it though. This is Brother Water. It feels a little like a partnership where it's a very masculine, feminine, but the Empress is not standing in her power. So there is something about this person around you being a little overbearing. I'm not certain that that's a bad thing, but it has been a bad thing for you. Because this is in your position of will. The Empress is in your position of will. In reverse. This speaks to what I said here. You just don't want to try anymore. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe this Emperor is somebody still going for it in the world, making things happen, being their fiery, controlling self. You've made a decision that you don't want to put your energy there anymore. And that's what this is. The Empress is potential. She's a master manifester, but she's a potential of it. She's like the seed of it. She's the womb of it. That's a good way to word it. And in this, to have the Empress reversed in your position of will, you just don't want to do it anymore. You may be ending a relationship with somebody, Libra. This is a couple, the Emperor and the Empress. You may be ending a relationship with this person. I'm not, because they're overbearing. And you are much more of an intuitive creature. So this is your current position. You have the Moon in reverse. Now the Moon upright is things unseen. Oftentimes it also speaks to more will be revealed. And I think that's how it applies a little bit in this more will be revealed. Your current position, there's a saying that, that whole idea of like when a door closes, another door opens. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's a window that opens. Either way, you're left oftentimes standing in a hallway without anything open, just waiting for a door or a window to open. And that's what this moon feels like. Your current position feels like you're standing in the hallway. Okay. The greater environment around you, Libra, you've got the Six of Earth, beauty, and Mother Earth in reverse. Now, this Mother Earth and the Empress feel like a reiteration. Feels like, feels like the environment around you, there's equal give and take. There's supposed to be equal give and take. But there's something about the feminine here being on the losing end. It just feels like, and I know the Six of Earth is upright, but it feels like there's a discrepancy here and that the feminine is always on the losing end. It feels like you're a stay-at-home mom and you don't get paid anything. It's like that. Brother Water is a very nurturing individual offering his cup of love. You know, stay-at-home moms, they spend a lot of time and a lot of effort like raising their children and nurturing their family, but they don't get paid for it. There's something about that here. In your greater environment, there's no pay for this. Like, it's not valued. It's valued. There's no pay here. So there's something about not getting paid for your heartfelt connection. Something like that. Okay, Libra. I had to pause the video for a minute and take this in because what I was saying didn't feel quite right, okay? So let me say this again and sum it up. You're, and I know this changes it a little bit, but I had to reconsider because something wasn't feeling quite right. You're at a crossroads where you're trying to make a decision on something, on how to bring something together that isn't coming together. You're missing something in this. There is something missing in this equation, okay? You're at a point with this mountain and this Five of Water both in reverse where you're trying to overcome something and you're not being able to overcome something. And you keep being shamed for it, okay? In your immediate environment, you have a very controlling person who's very forceful. Probably a spouse, because over here in your position of will is the Empress, this is the Emperor, this is a pair. Somehow in this situation, you're the losing party here. And you are just trying to be a loving person. You have a deep love, empathy. You have a deep empathy about you. And you're trying to figure out something that is unseen. You are seeing something that is unseen. The Emperor oftentimes can be like a bull in a china shop. They don't see the subtleties. You're seeing subtleties, okay? Because there is something here that has been unfair to you and left you upside down. In your greater environment, it feels like the environment around you is holding you down. There's an equal give and take here. Like the environment thinks everything's fine, but you're upside down twice here. Like there is some kind of crooked thinking about in the environment around you that leaves women in general upside down, because this is your larger environment. So this is not necessarily a personal card to you, this Mother Earth in reverse. It's something about it, just the balance and the fairness. So maybe this is like, it might be one of those things where like women don't get paid as much as men for the same job. I don't even know if that's still a deal in the real world. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but it's something like that. And you're seeing some kind of discrepancy that other people aren't seeing because you have a more subtle interior nature. That feels better. Okay, so your new perspective because of this, Libra. The Tower. Ooh. Ooh. You want to bring it all. This one wants to come out too. The Sun. Ooh. Okay. The Tower and the Sun. This is the new perspective you're gaining or you need to gain. This needs to come down in order for a new day to begin. Oof, that's so interesting. There's an ancient Chinese proverb that says, the barn's burned down, now I can see the moon. It feels like that, and it falls on top of the moon in reverse. There's something here that, like, you're realizing this whole setup doesn't work, and it needs to come down so that light can shine on all, can shine on everybody. Light can shine on this relationship so you can be both equals. I'm not sure, but it feels like these two people here in this Sun card feel like that Emperor and Empress. And these two people seem to be on equal ground, whereas they don't seem to be on equal ground here. So your new perspective is that you want to bring it down so that you can have a bigger day. It's interesting. I don't think you want to destroy this relationship. I think you want to restructure the relationship so that it's fair and feels good for everybody. Okay, spark of change is going to happen. 6 of water, faith. Okay, so this is interesting. We got the 6 of earth, beauty, and the 6 of water, faith. Beauty is in your greater environment. Faith is in the spark of change. It's interesting. I'm hearing very strongly beauty versus faith. Like, what is in the greater environment feels more like vanity, and the spark of change needs to be on a deeper level. It needs to be on a spiritual level. So the spark of change is going to occur. This may have to do with not playing their game anymore. Like, this Emperor is very much on the earth plane. You may not be able to compete with the Emperor on the earth plane. I mean, really, that's Saturn. That's the Emperor. But you can... Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That whole idea. Strengths, but in two different areas. You may not be able to compete on the earth plane or in the workplace, but you can definitely compete on the nurturing space or the home space because that's where women excel. It's something like that. It's something like the spark of change is going to occur when you move your focus out of competing on whatever level this Emperor is competing on, and you just move to a different level altogether, the water level instead of the earth level, where you will automatically excel. Oh, this is interesting. You may be finding that a career is not fulfilling for you, Libra, and that you want to be, you've decided you want to be a mother. It might be something like that. Like, you might want to decide that it's time to have children, and you want to get out of this work thing and go into a more nurturing, water-based, emotional space. Your best course of action, Libra? The Hangman in reverse. Okay, so the Hangman in reverse to me is it's time to take action. The Hangman upright is somebody going deep within. They aren't moving. They're really, really it feels very much like this Two of Wind, the crossing, going inside to understand. It feels like your best course of action is that you've already gotten out of this Two of Swords, pause, in introspection. You've already got out of it what you're going to get out of it. It's now time to take action from that epiphany. What you're going to struggle with: Three of Water, Stream of Love in reverse. You feel alone? This one wants to come out too. One of Earth, Form in reverse. There's something here about struggling with finding that heart placed level. in the real world. Like, what does that mean, Laurel? What does that mean? That's always all nice to say, but what does that actually mean? Yeah, I think it means get out of the high energy workforce and go into something more natural and communal. Like, it's something like that. Because you can't find your outcome, your one of earth, the seed of form, the seed of manifestation. It's not coming out so long as you can't find this stream of love. So I think what you're going to struggle with is finding, what does that mean to move into the 6 of water but on the earth plane? What does that look like? What does that mean? Okay, so let's see if we can get some hints about that. What needs to fall away? 9 of water, rainbow mirror in reverse. Okay, so this is normally personal fulfillment in reverse. I think that you have been sacrificing your desires and your wants for somebody else. Probably this emperor, because the emperor is quite happy taking whatever you're going to give him. It's up to you to stop giving. And that's what this says. What needs to fall away is your self-sacrifice. That's what this is. What needs to fall away is your self-sacrifice in this situation. This situation where you think it's balanced, but you're the one losing. Okay, the direction you need to head then, Libra. 9 of fire, Eye of fire. Oh, that's so interesting. These two mirror each other. What needs to fall away and the direction you need to head. What needs to fall away is self-sacrifice, and the direction you need to head is to realize you are a powerful, awesome being. You have put as much work into this as the next guy, and you deserve your stuff. You deserve something wonderful and fulfilling out of this. Like, if you're married and all your income, both of your guys' income, all goes into one account, and then he spends it on whatever the hell he wants, and you don't get any of yours, like, you deserve equal in this. What needs to fall away is being self-sacrificing, and where the direction you need to head is stand in your power. You are awesome, Libra. This is a wonderful balance of Libra. 9 of water in reverse and the 9 of fire upright. It's like, this is very clear. You need to go for what you want, what fulfills you. You have a lot of experience, and you deserve to reach this top. Okay, what you're not seeing, 8 of fire, lightning path in reverse. I need a clarifier on that. Brother wind. That's interesting. See how these lay out? It almost looks like this brother wind is causing this downward spiral. The 8 of fire, lightning path, this is kind of reaching heights very, very quickly. In reverse, it's like you keep getting thrown down. And I think you keep getting thrown down by this brother wind. Somebody is aggressively pushing you down. Now, wind is a mental card. This feels like somebody has been demeaning you, belittling you for a very long time to keep you under control. And that would speak to this emperor and this 5 of water spilling. You haven't been able to reach this top of this mountain because it's like you're being gaslighted. Like, what you're not seeing is somebody is holding you down with their words. It feels coercive. Gaslighting. Shaming. What's going to be illuminated, Libra? The Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant speaks to systemic. And it's kind of what I felt here with the Six of Earth Beauty and the Mother Earth in reverse in the greater environment. Like, it's a systemic problem. It feels almost like this Emperor has a machismo attitude, almost like a disrespect for women attitude. It's pervasive in the culture. He may have no idea that he's doing this. And like I said, and I still don't have any malicious feelings coming off of this Emperor. It's kind of like they're just acting on autopilot. This is just the way it is. Your place and my place. My place happens to be the one of power. Your place happens to be the one of not power. Something like that. So what's going to be illuminated is that this is a systemic issue, a problem. Maybe it's you just need to communicate about this to this person, or maybe you just need to grow your own power. Not in the same competition as this Emperor character. Maybe you go and you become a doula and help women deliver babies naturally. Maybe you become a psychic reader. Maybe you become a Reiki master. Maybe you become a healer. Maybe you become a magician, a musician. There's something about this that, like, there is a creativity here that you can compete on a level where this Emperor can't compete. But if you want to compete in the real world, he's going to win every time. There's something like that with this Six of Water versus this Six of Earth. I feel like this problem you're facing is a systemic problem in society, and in order to get around it, you need to go do something else that is not where this systemic problem is. The greater picture, Libra, Ten of Wind, Way of the Cross in reverse. Any more? No. Upright, this is the cross we bear. Well, this is super simple. In reverse, lay down the cross you bear. You don't have to fight this fight. You can go and compete in an area of life where you're not going to find all of this resistance. You don't have to pretend to be masculine, Libra. Because if you're a female, even if you're not a female, if you're even a masculine with feminine energy more prevalent, like, this looks to me like you, Libra, are much more adept at the emotional and feminine realms. So stop competing on the masculine realm. Lay that down. You don't have to do that. You don't have to go be a power executive in order to feel like a success in this world. Lay down this cross you bear of, it really feels like somebody who's been told that they have to go get a college degree and go make it in the world, when really you want to be a mom. It feels like that. All right, the likely outcome then, Libra. Seven of Fire, courage. It takes courage to do what you're doing. I want this one too. The Lovers in reverse. Okay. What's under the deck? I don't want to see that. Okay. The likely outcome is, let's go to this one first. Ugh, I can't not show you this. The Lovers in reverse does not mean you're having a breakup necessarily, okay? Because what this means is you need to have courage. The Seven of Fire means you are stepping out of a role that you have believed in for a very long time, and people around you may not like it. I mean, if we do even do this the opposite, maybe you've been a stay-at-home mom and now you want to go and be something out in the real world or have your own business. Like, when you change, oftentimes the people around you don't like it. It makes them feel very insecure. So you need to have courage in making this change that is better for you. Your relationship may not be thrilled about it. I don't know that you're going to have to break up. But I think that in order, like, do not expect to get... I don't think that you're going to get comfort from your relationship when you go and do this. Like, he's going to feel it very much also too... Where was it? Shoot. The Tower and the Sun. This may have to come down for you to have the bright new day. I still don't feel like this relationship has to be over, though. It seems like you need to go and do this and be courageous, in spite of your relationship, so that both of you can be in the sun. That's very interesting, Libra. That's what I have for you today, Libra. I hope that that's helped. And if it has, please leave a like. And until next time, namaste.